So game 2 is a win, so moving on to game 3 with the Alloyin deck. 2-0 so far. Who am I? I'm playing, I don't remember, the Nekrium deck. Nekrium. Wow. Against Nekrium, the Titan's not as good. The tech upgrade's really good. I'm tempted to Technosmith up the tech upgrade, but I feel like not Technosmithing the Titan is just a mistake, regardless of how you look at it. The only problem is that they have, either way, they have Great Pact, Scourge Flame, Epidemic, Vengeful Spirit, all kinds of ways to deal with something like a Titan. Tech upgrading something like a War Charger is a lot more useful for getting into combat with things like a Scourge Flame Sorcerer to get it killed before it gets a chance to activate. But there's only one Scourge Flame in the deck, so I'm not going to play around that too much. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Technosmith for the Scrapboard Titan. Wow, those are tech upgrades. All of them. Alright, so they don't really have any combat tricks other than things like Great Pact in the Nekrium deck. You could Epidemic, but it's going to affect us both equally, so putting a War Charger into lane 3 is definitely very favorable. It shouldn't go against me unless he does Great Pact, which, I mean, that's using another card to kill mine, basically. So it's not a big deal if that happens. So it's definitely the best play to put the War Charger there. Then the question becomes, what is my second play? And again, tech upgrade is tempting, but I think I want to go with the Steel Shaper blocking the Flesh Fiend. Or, since he has leveled the Flesh Fiend, a Forge Blade's also really tempting. Simply because Forge Blade should just crush Flesh Fiends. At any rank, as long as you have an equal rank Flesh Fiend, or Forge Blade, the Forge Blade just eats all levels of the Flesh Fiend. So it's kind of hard not to play that sentry there. Actually, I'm going to move the War Charger. I kind of want to move the War Charger in lane 4 and then Bright Steel, but then he's just going to die to the Spirit Warrior anyway. If I put this Titan in lane 4 and then let the Titan die on my next turn, if he doesn't kill the War Charger on his turn, then that will allow me to move the War Charger in against the 5/4 Spirit Warrior. But that assumes he doesn't block the War Charger and kill it, which is likely that he will, so it's not a great strategy. But I don't really have a better one to deal with the Deathseeker, so I'm gonna hope for that. Hope that he doesn't kill the War Charger. Oracle. Unfortunately on player level on turn 4, but Oracle's an Oracle. And yeah, there's that. Let's see. This is bad. I don't really have a good way to deal with the Grim Gaunt at all. I can't even, I could Warden up the Sentinel's health and then Sonic Pulse, but then I can't kill the Crawler with the Warden or the Spirit Warrior, and I still get a creature death, 2 creature deaths. Putting him at 9 health, which is just out of range, unless I didn't block the Crawler. Yeah, I think the best bet here is to do the War Charger to trade with the Crawler, ignore the Grim Gauntlet until next turn for the player level 2. He's not going to get too big considering he's just Grim Gauntlet 1. And I'm going to take a lot of damage from that though. Let the Oracle trade and get 1 buff out of it next turn. Now, I guess I should have Technosmith up the Oracle. I mean, no, then it wouldn't trade with anything. That'd be really... Ah, that's gross. That's really gross. Okay, well, obviously the War Charger has to block the Grim Gauntlet. And then the Titan goes off the Warrior. It's an easy play. Couldn't have given me a better way to have done that. And again, the Titan coming off the Warrior is a pretty easy choice. And then, honestly, I'll probably tech upgrade the Titan, and that way they'll trade. 7, 7, armor 6 would make me take 5 damage still. No, yeah, take 5 damage, but I have 7 health. So it would survive. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to make these trade. I don't really want to take 7 in the face next turn. 11 in the face next turn. So, and none of these guys will trade with the Glutton if I had not tech upgraded. So, that's the rationale there. He's showing a bunch of level 1s, which is fortunate for me. Evoke more sentries, deal with more flesh fiends. Best way to go with that one. I'll have all my sentries at least on par with level of his guys, so looks good. Wow, the sentry is not going to kill the Grim Gauntlet. That was pre-combat. Actually the sentry will, if I tech upgrade it. If I tech upgrade it, they'll trade, unfortunately. He'll have 10 health and 4 armor, which is exactly what is needed in order to survive. So that is the best play as far as killing the Grim Gauntlet, and the best play as far as upgrading things against Nekrium, I think, so that's definitely the play to make there. Again, pretty simple choices currently that it's giving me. It hasn't really given me a lot of... it's been pretty consistent throughout all the turns, fortunately. Now, do I want to block the Crawler with the War Charger and live? Or do I just want to trade with Crawler with something like a General? If I go with the General blocking the Crawler, the War Charger will obviously block the Flesh Fiend, but then I won't get to tech upgrade. Alternatively, I could tech upgrade the War Charger blocking the Crawler, which would allow me to have 21 health and armor 2, which would put me at 9 health at the end of combat. Or no, sorry. Yeah, 9 health. In 17 attacks. It'd be a 17-9 armor 2. Which isn't that great for player level 3. So I'm not going to go that route, I don't think. I'm going to go ahead and let the War Charger crush the Flesh Fiend. And I'm going to throw something under the bus. Question's what? I think the Warden's the best bet to throw under the Crawler. He's going to buff the War Charger. I have no concern about keeping that sentry alive. 4-1 is pretty useless in player level 3. Even if he's turned into a 4-4. Okay. So the Bright Steel will trade with both copies of the Flesh Fiend. It's probably the best way to go. Yeah. No good reason to do anything else. And then I'll go ahead and upgrade the General with the Technosmith. And there's my Titan. Excellent. I have both Titans leveled, so I don't think he has any. Alright, obviously, this is Nekrium. Wow. It's been a long day for me, actually. At any rate, I could play the Titan into lane 2. He'll take 5 damage net from killing all 3 versions. Alternatively, I could play the Forge Blade into lane 2. And the Forge Blade will survive in the end. He'll take a lot more damage, be barely alive. You know, I don't think 5 damage on the Titan is a big deal, and that is a really good use for Titan to kill 3 creatures off that right off the bat. I'm gonna go to combat. I could play Forge Blade 2 into lane 5, just level it up. We are gonna go to player level 4. So he's gonna have another Flesh Fiend 3 in this deck. So I think I want this Forge Blade leveled. Obviously playing this Forge Blade would be much better in terms of board position. But I'm sure we're gonna go at least another 4 turns. So I think I want him leveled. Gross. This is a really gross hand to look at right after he plays a Crawler and a Glutton 3. Did he sacrifice Flesh Fiend 3 to the Crawler? He had to have. I didn't take any damage on the Titan. Wow, okay. I'm completely fine with that. But I'm not entirely sure why he would do that, but interesting. I'm gonna go to block here. I'm not gonna block the Oracle, but we'll see how that goes. Let's see what he does here. So I got exactly what I was hoping for, Forge Blade Century 3s, to deal with the Glutton. And also helps me in the best way to deal with the Crawler as well, so pretty simple play. Alright, wow, this is a beautiful hand, and this is pretty much game for the Nekrium deck, I'm pretty sure. I could wait and put the Scrap Forge against the Flesh Fiend. Actually, that's probably the best bet. He won't take any damage, and he'll kill them all. There's no reason to do something else. So we're gonna go ahead and put the Oracle down. We'll level up a General, and put down a Titan. Because this Titan still is not taking damage, which is awesome for me. So, I mean, the Nekrium deck's just ignoring it entirely. Oh, okay, so he's lost attack now, so he hasn't lost any health. So I could play a Tech 3 upgrade, Tech Upgrade 3, or I could play 2 level 2s. If I Sonic Pulse, that'll save my Oracle so that it will trade with the Glutton. So I think playing Sonic Pulse is probably a really good bet here. And if I played Sonic Pulse 2, it wouldn't, or Sonic Pulse 2 doesn't make any difference between Sonic Pulse 1, other than putting a Sonic Pulse 3 in the deck. So I don't really think upgrading Sonic Pulse is really that useful with the Oracle 3. I don't see the game going long enough for the Sonic Pulse 3 to be relevant. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the Tech Upgrade. And then I'm going to play Sonic Pulse. I'll also level up the Matrix Warden for what it's worth. And the question then is, what do I Tech Upgrade? I can get 6 additional damage in now, or I can get a bigger guy out. And honestly, I don't think they need to be bigger. They are monsters in themselves, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let that extra damage get in now. Wow, another Titan. Obviously I'm gonna play the Titan. Like, there's no other good option there. I'm in this game anyway, so 3-0 with the Alloyin deck.